Every deadliest droid in Star Wars. Number 1. HK-47, also known as the assassin droid of the Old Republic. HK-47 was built by Darth Revan during the Old Republic era to assassinate people and also to enjoy it while killing them. What's even crazier is the fact that he called humans meat bags. Literally. Shall I blast the meat bag now, Master? This was his signature line. HK programming was laced with Sith design, aggressive targeting, pathfinding through Force sensitives, and enhanced assassination subroutine. One mission had him posing as a protocol unit aboard a Republic cruiser. He poisoned the food, then jammed the comms and locked the doors. By the time anyone realized what was happening, the crew were already dying. Afterwards, he executed the survivors and the Jedi never figured it out. Even after Revan disappeared, HK kept showing up in scrapyards and black market lists. Eventually, over the years, entire HK models were cloned from his design, but they never captured his balance of calculation and chaos. HK-47 was one of a kind. At number 2, we have IG-11, an assassin droid just like HK, but with different ends to their story. The first time IG-11 showed up was in The Mandalorian alongside IG-88 as part of the same assassin droid line. He was in a gunfight and was moving with some crazy level of precision like it's another day's job, which low-key it was to him. IG-11 was built by the Bounty Hunters Guild, basically for assassination, bounty works, and unlike the IG-88 who went rogue, IG-11 followed programming to the letter. No hesitation, no remorse, and above all, no capture. When Mando and IG-11 first teamed up outside the bounty compound, they were outgunned and trapped in a crossfire with turrets mounted on all sides and mercs flooding in from every single angle. He knew he couldn't survive the situation, so he made a decision to self-destruct, showing the level of discipline because he couldn't risk getting compromised. But then, something changed. After being destroyed and recovered by Kuil, IG-11 was reprogrammed. He was taught how to walk, how to serve tea, how to show restraint. However, he still retained his lethality for times when he needed it. For example, when Moff Gideon's forces trapped Mando and his crew in the final episode of Season 1, it's IG-11 who went to save them with his blasters spinning, taking out stormtroopers. And this time, he was also protecting a child. So every move was calculated. But when they got to the exit, the only way out was leading out of the sewers, and at the tunnel exit, an entire squad of stormtroopers were already waiting, ready to gun them down. Once again, IG-11 made the choice to self-destruct so he could protect Grogu. So when I said IG-11 and HK-47 had different ends, this is what I technically meant. And with this sacrifice, Grogu turned out to be one of the greatest Jedi. Number 3. IG-88. The IG-88 represents the pinnacle of bounty hunting technology in the galaxy. Standing nearly 2 meters tall, he was so terrifying, plus the fact that he was way more serious and cold-blooded than the HK-47. IG-88 was built by Holowan Laboratories, equipped with advanced targeting systems, multiple weapon handpoints, and reinforced durasteel construction. Its programming included extensive combat algorithms and tactical analysis subroutines that made it so efficient in a firefight. During the Galactic Civil War, he operated as one of the most feared bounty in the Outer Rim. IG-88's foundation was built on a reputation of successful assassinations with a success rate that put even seasoned hunters to shame. But before all of these, he'd already gone rogue on day 1. The moment he was activated, IG-88 killed his creators, downloaded their research, and began mass-producing duplicates of himself. That's right, there wasn't just one IG-88, there were 4. All identical, all connected, and all with a shared goal: to trigger a galaxy-wide droid uprising. In Legends, he wasn't just hunting bounties, he was manipulating the chaos of the Galactic Civil War, infiltrating weapon factories, and hijacking Imperial infrastructure. One of his clones, IG-88B, was even hired by Darth Vader alongside Boba Fett to track down the Millennium Falcon. The guy made it to the Empire's most elite shortlist as a droid. But the craziest part was that IG-88A uploaded his consciousness into the second Death Star. Yeah, right before the Battle of Endor, he managed to embed himself into the battle station's central computer core, with plans to use it as the ultimate enforcement body. Imagine a Death Star with a trigger-happy assassin droid in charge. That's what we almost got if the rebels hadn't blown it up first. Number 4. KX Series Security Droid. After the end of the Empire, battle droids were banned across the galaxy, but Palpatine found a way around this by creating the KX Series droid. And to lay low, he just called them security droids. Although he was able to fool the public, they were security droids, they actually weren't. See, most droids weren't allowed to harm people, but KX did the complete opposite and even in some cases, killed. First of all, they possessed incredible physical strength, capable of crushing opponents with ease. Their combat programming included advanced hand-to-hand combat techniques, weapons proficiency, and tactical analysis that made it a one-droid army. Next thing we've got K2SO, reprogrammed by Cassian Andor.
I'm K2SO. I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid.
K2 was a KX unit with a rising sense of independence. He was still capable of all the brutal enforcement tactics his brothers used, but now his loyalty was to the rebellion. This was what made him particularly dangerous, his ability to blend Imperial protocol with rebel ingenuity. In Rogue One, we saw just how effective he was. K2SO took down multiple stormtroopers in melee, hijacked Imperial tech, and cleared hallways like a wrecking ball. But he made a final decision just like IG-11. When he got pinned down in the Scarif Data Vault, K2 locked the blast doors, held off wave after wave of troopers, and gave his life just so that Jyn and Cassian could escape. So maybe he wasn't so bad after all. Number 5. Dark Trooper, Phase 3. The Phase 3 Dark Trooper represents the Empire's most ambitious attempt to create the perfect soldier capable enough to end the Jedi, which they nearly succeeded in doing. Originally, Imperial scientist Dr. Pershing and his predecessors conceived the Dark Trooper program, but it had one fatal flaw: human pilots. So by Phase 3, the Empire cut out the weakness. They made the troopers droids, fully autonomous, armed with brute force hydraulics and advanced targeting. A single Phase 3 unit could go toe-to-toe with force-sensitive warriors. We saw it firsthand when Din Djarin faced one on Moff Gideon's ship and got completely overpowered. He tried everything he could, but nothing worked. The thing just kept hammering his helmet on the wall till it got to him. It literally had to take Luke Skywalker himself to stop them. And number 6, we have Droidicus, also known as Destroyer Droids or Rollies. Droidicus were separatist tech developed by the Colicoids, with high speed, firepower, and defense. In wheel mode, they could move through difficult terrain and outflank enemy positions with incredible speed at 75 km/h. They could also transform from high-speed transport mode to a stationary weaponry platform in seconds, and most importantly, they had deflector shields that made them invulnerable to return fire. In The Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon faced them aboard the Trade Federation ship. They ignited their sabers, ready to fight, but they immediately retreated. That's how serious a threat Droidicus were. Even clones hated them. During the Clone Wars, these droids were considered high-priority targets, meaning if one showed up, you called in heavier firepower or got out of the way. The only real counter was explosives, or forced enhanced speed, which most Jedi didn't use fast enough. Number 7. BX Commando Squad. BX Commando droids represented a significant evolution in Separatist military technology. Unlike their B1 predecessors, these sleek, agile warriors possessed advanced tactical programming and superior physical capabilities that made them formidable opponents for clone troopers and Jedi alike. The BX series was designed for special operations, infiltration, and high-value target elimination. Their enhanced agility allowed them to perform acrobatic maneuvers that rivaled organic soldiers, while their improved programming included sophisticated combat algorithms and tactical analysis capabilities. What set BX Commando droids apart was their adaptability and resourcefulness. They could operate independently and for extended periods, improvise tactical solutions, and even demonstrate rudimentary creativity in combat situations. Their sleek design incorporated advanced sensors, superior durability, and integrated weapon systems that made them deadly at any given range. Throughout the Clone Wars, BX Commando droids earned respect from Republic forces through their effectiveness in special operations. Whether conducting covert infiltrations, leading droid armies, or engaging in direct combat, they consistently outperformed expectations. Their ability to challenge clone commandos and even Jedi demonstrated the technological advancement of Separatist droid armies. Number 8. Scorpionic Annihilator droids. The Separatist Annihilator droid stands as one of the most terrifying examples of Old Republic military engineering. These massive six-legged weapon platforms were designed for total battlefield domination through overwhelming firepower and armored superiority. Standing several stories tall, Scorpionic droids resembled mechanical scorpions equipped with a devastating weapon system. They had laser cannons, missile launchers, and energy weapons capable of destroying barriers or vehicles with ease. When one finally showed up in live action during the Book of Boba Fett, it made every other droid on screen look like a scrap. And unlike AT-STs or tanks, Scorpionics didn't need to stop and aim. Their blaster turrets auto-tracked. Their legs adapted to terrain. They were built for urban warfare, cutting off escape routes and pinning down resistance. It wasn't until the Rancor physically tore through the shields and slammed into a wall that the tide finally turned. But even then, the droid kept fighting, firing wildly, refusing to power down. If just two of them nearly wiped out a full squad of Mandalorians, a Wookiee, and a Rancor, imagine what a full battalion could have done during the Clone Wars. Number 9. IG-100 MagnaGuards. General Grievous's IG-100 MagnaGuards represented the perfect fusion of droid technology and martial arts mastery. These elite bodyguard units were specifically designed to protect high-value targets and engage Jedi Knights in close-quarters combat, a task that required exceptional skill and programming. Each MagnaGuard was equipped with electro-staff weapons capable of blocking lightsaber strikes, making them unique among droids in their ability to engage Jedi in melee combat. What made MagnaGuards truly formidable was their ability to continue fighting even after sustaining severe damage. These droids could function with missing limbs, damaged sensors, or even decapitation, continuing their mission through backup systems and redundant programming. Their relentless pursuit of objectives made them nightmare opponents for anyone who faced them. Throughout the Clone Wars, MagnaGuards served as Grievous's personal enforcers and elite shock troops. Their distinctive cape-clad appearance and staff-wielding combat style made them instantly recognizable and feared across the galaxy. The sight of MagnaGuards often meant that General Grievous himself was nearby. Finally, at number 10, Chopper. He's 1.1 meters tall, orange, and rusty. Looks like he's held together with duct tape, and yet has the highest confirmed kill count in the Ghost Crew. C110P, aka Chopper, served alongside Hera Syndulla's father before becoming the Ghost Crew's resident droid, mechanic, saboteur, and low-key war criminal. At first glance, you might write him off as a grumpy little astromech picking fights with Ezra or R2, but when you look at his body count, he's a sociopath. One time, he launched an entire walker with multiple troopers off a cliff, laughing as he did it. In another, he impersonated an Imperial droid, infiltrated a starship, and sabotaged it from the inside, causing catastrophic failure just because he felt like it. Chopper has also hacked into Imperial systems, taken over ships, crashed others, and casually incinerated enemies without a second thought. He once ejected a fellow droid into hyperspace because he didn't like sharing attention. His kill count is estimated to be in the tens of thousands, if you include every ship he's helped destroy. But what makes Chopper truly terrifying is the fact that he's still out there, rolling around the galaxy, grumbling, mumbling, and probably doing some crazy stuff as usual. He's the smallest droid on the list, and arguably the deadliest.